Hi guys, welcome to Strength Reversed. My name is Amy. Welcome to my kitchen where I am going to make some tea and talk about tarot cards. My friend Jason, Readings with Jason, did a VR to Elaine Murphy, and it is called Tarot Tats and Tea. And so I am going to do a VR to that. I will link both Jason and Elaine Murphy's videos in the description. And I'm going to make some tea right now, and I'm eating grapes, organic grapes. Thank you very much. Now, you might know that I am a coffee gal. I don't drink tea very often. I'm going to make this kind today. And anyway, I only like certain herbal teas, and I also like red tea or rooibos tea, sometimes white or green tea, but I'll get into that later. So the first question is, how long have you been reading tarot? I don't actually know. I know in '99 I was reading tarot because I have notes from my very first tarot class that I took with Nancy Antonucci in St. Paul, and that was in '99. So I know for sure that I had tarot cards and was starting to read in '99, so it must have been a little before that, in college maybe. So that's how long it's been. I'm just noticing this, and boys and girls, if you're not aware, we actually had to plug phones into walls, and that's what this is. It's like it's vintage. My house is vintage. What are your favorite decks? Well, I have the Radiant Wise Spirit, which I think is my favorite, one of my favorite Rider-Waite decks. For sure the Light Seers, gifted from Jason. I'm loving this, and it's not anything that, it was a gift, and so I didn't expect it, but I love it. And those are the best kinds of decks, when someone gives you a deck that you maybe wouldn't have bought for yourself, but you end up really liking it. Favorite deck of all time is the Robin Wood. This was my first deck that I used in that class. And this is my Tarot of the Weird. And I love this deck. I just really connect with it. It's kind of Victorian Gothic, and they have lots of silverware in it. So it's a little bit weird and dark like me. Let's see. What influences you when it comes to purchasing a deck? Well, I'm not a collector. So it takes me a long time, because I've learned the hard way that my eyes are bigger than my stomach when it comes to purchasing tarot decks. And so I wait a really long time and see if it keeps floating around in the back of my mind, because I've had plenty of experiences where I saw a deck, I thought it looked cool, I bought it, I never used it. All decks look really cool for 10 minutes, and then the shininess wears off. So I sit with it for quite a while. But I like bright colors, I like dramatic, I like bold. I don't get into like airy-fairy very much. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I just spilled hot water all over the place, but I was saying what influences me when I buy a deck. I really like a well-rounded deck that feels pretty even as far as masculine and feminine images in the cards. I don't like a lot of, you know, long flowing dresses and oversexed model looking people in the cards. Does that make sense? Let's see. I'm more like dramatic things. A really nice death card. You know, a tower card that's like a kick in the balls or something. Do you use one deck when reading or multiple decks? I only use one deck. It just never occurs to me mid-reading to pull out another deck and, you know, yeah, one deck. Spread or no spread? Generally no spread. That's just how I roll and how I've always done it. Now, there are some spreads that I use, especially in specific situations, or I might use I might incorporate a mini spread into a reading, or if I'm reading like at the medieval fair or something, then I have a standard spread that I use. But otherwise, I generally just say, well, let's ask this, and throw some cards down. If you use spreads, which one is your favorite? Well, you can't go wrong with a Celtic cross or a modified Celtic cross. Sometimes I just get rid of cards 3 and 4. Is it 3 and 4? That's how, I guess, yeah, for me it would be cards 3 and 4. I do what covers you, what crosses you, and then what lies above and what lies below, I ixnay on those and just use the cards that are, you know, horizontal. Let's see. Oh, tattoos. I told you what tea I'm using. I do not like any kind of black tea. I never have. I don't even tolerate the smell of tea very well. I don't know why. In Texas, when I was growing up, people used to make sun tea. And it always looked so delicious and refreshing, but I just can't stand the taste or smell of real tea. So I love red tea, and I like some herbal teas. Usually I like kind of a cinnamon or a vanilla, or this one I like. It is chamomile lavender. That one's good for relaxation. Otherwise, sometimes I just have lemon and honey. I get lemons off the tree and some organic raw honey, and that's good too. Let's see, tattoos. I have, I'll say 1.5 tattoos because one is going away. This tattoo is a scorpion. I'm a Scorpio. I got this tattoo as soon as I turned 18. And it's been with me ever since. It's purple. And I used to have a tattoo that I got when I was probably 20 or 21. It was right here. You can barely see it. It was a moon, and it had a lot of clouds around it. And it was really cool looking, but then it faded, and it was covering up like a homemade tattoo. Don't ask, okay? I was a problem child in high school. It was covering something up, and I knew I had to either get it redone or just removed, and I was so tired of people asking me what it was that I just went ahead and got it removed. And I probably could use one more treatment. But yeah, so I have plans for a couple more tattoos. Just small ones. I don't really know where, but I know what, but I'm not telling. So that's my tattoo story. Yeah, this was back before, you know, I was cool before it was cool, okay? I try to explain to my son and to my students how cool I am, and they just cannot appreciate it. They just don't get it. I got tattoos before everyone got tattoos. Okay, that's my tarot, tats, and tea. So thanks for joining me. I'm going to try to get motivated to do something, but not likely, but I will try. So make sure to like or subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Thank you.